Gotta go fast. Ow, punch my kidney. Now you're reviewing with power. Modern games, retro games, what's the difference? I'm here to review games and make a complete fool out of myself in the process. Whether a gem or a turd, I'll show you these games inside and out. You ready? Balrog's Nintendo Game Room. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of BNGR, where everyone in the comments tells me I look like the love child of Reggie Fils-Aimé and James Rolfe. I don't really look like them, do I? So before I start talking about this game, I just want to let you know that I love Sonic. I love the Genesis games, the Dreamcast games, heck, I even love Sonic and the Secret Rings. That's how unconditional my love is for this series. Of course, not in a love way, but you get the idea. But at the same time, I'm not an idiot either. Sonic Team has messed up many times with this franchise. The most notable one to me being the glitch wonderland that's Sonic 06. Oh, don't get me started. However, there was a worse game. And this one little game, was not only the worst Sonic game in the entire series, it is one of the worst games ever made. Its name is Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance. This is a real turd. So before the days when classic games could be played on iPads, smartphones, tablets, and Nooks. Are you freaking kidding me? There were three main ways companies could go about giving their retro games to their customers. A. Put it as an Easter egg in one of their newer games. B. Release a collection with a bajillion other games you probably don't care about. Or C. Enhance the game and put it on a portable console. Now an example of the right way to do the last one would be the Mario Advance series. They not only ported the SNES versions almost perfectly, but they added the e-reader functionality as well as the original Mario Bros. Game with every single one. Now in my opinion, that justified the $35 price tag. But Sega's idea didn't sound all that bad. On paper, they decided to take the original Sonic the Hedgehog, recode the entire game to fit on the Game Boy Advance's screen, add in some extra anniversary features, and ship it out for $20. I mean, it does sound interesting enough, right? Well, when you actually play it... Oh god. Just roll the clip. So when you start up the game, you're greeted with this main menu with an original mode and an anniversary mode. Sounds exciting, right? Maybe you're expecting the original game on there, and maybe a new mode with new levels, extra characters, and improved graphics. I mean, you are paying $20. You can get all 7 Sonic games for that price on the GameCube. Well, looks like
you swindled me!
One has a spin dash, one doesn't, and that's literally the only difference. Oh well, that's okay. As long as the gameplay is good. Oh my god, are you freaking kidding me? Oh god, where to even begin? Let's begin with the most obvious one. This game is way too zoomed in. Now there's been times where this has worked, like Super Mario Bros. Deluxe a few years ago, but that was okay because you weren't going so fast and still had a good sense of where you were going. But with Sonic, this game is so freaking fast that you can't see a single enemy until you're up its ass and showering in your own coins. But maybe you've already played the console version religiously to the point that you know where most enemy placements are. Maybe you just want to breeze through the levels despite not being able to see what's ahead of you. But no, you can't even do that because of the game's horribly bad collision detection. You don't know how infuriating it is when you're about to beat a level or beat a boss, only to fall through a wall or get stuck somewhere. It sucks, trust me. But if somehow, by the grace of God, you manage to luck out and not encounter these bugs, there's something you can simply not avoid. The horrendous slowdown. But it's not even from oncoming waves of enemies. That would be understandable. Sometimes there won't even be anything on the screen, and the frame rate will go into single digits for no apparent reason. Even the zone titles, the freaking zone titles lag! How could you possibly do that? You know when Sega can't even maintain their frame rate on moving text, that this game is genuine garbage. What was Sonic Team thinking? Oh wait, they weren't. Anyway, let's get on to the review. Wario, get the heck out of here! Get out of here! Alright, first up is fun. Now this game takes the extremely entertaining original game and screws it up in almost every conceivable way. The screen is so freaking compressed, the frame rate goes down to the point of almost crashing, Sonic controls like he's gliding on ice, and the game has so many bugs that I feel like I need to call an exterminator. It's like they copied the Genesis code, shrunk the resolution, and hoped it would still work, and Sega should be downright ashamed of this monstrosity. X. Second up is looks. If you saw a screenshot of this game, it does look pretty nice. All of the backgrounds are still there, Sonic looks nice and colorful, and the enemies are still robots, right? But in motion, this game is an absolute disaster. But for not completely screwing up the enemy sprites, I'll give you a check minus. Now third up is sound. This doesn't even need words, just listen to this. That's right, they're all MIDIs that sound like I'm crinkling paper while they play. Seriously, this is almost as bad as Sonic the game. Yeah, I just went there. X. And fourth up is length. I mean, the whole game is here, but I feel sorry for if you actually played it the whole way through. Sonic Team stripped everything people liked about the original. The speed, the tight controls, the music, the polish, and leaves you with a bastardization of the original Sonic game. Unless your hobbies are among the likes of kicking innocent animals or harming yourself in cruel and unusual ways, stay far away from this one. X. So by now you're probably thinking, Balrog, out of all the Sonic games you could have chose, why the heck did you choose this one? Well, 1, you guys wanted me to review a Sonic game. 2, I wanted to show you that you should never support terrible ports of a game. And 3, I didn't want to be mauled by the Sonic fanbase for saying a bad thing about a game. So I chose a game so freaking horrible that no one could disagree with me. But knowing Sonic fans, they'll probably find something anyway. So I'm gonna give this game an X, and avoid it like the plague. Avoid it like that stupid kid that sits at your lunch table who never shuts up. Avoid it like doing household chores or, I don't know, something you hate. That's this. Alright, well that concludes my review. As usual, be sure to like this video to show your support right about here, and subscribe right about here. Oh god, I got that completely wrong. And I'll be back next week with a review of the Denpa Man. They Came by Wave. If you don't know what that is, it's an RPG by the guys who made Pokemon Coliseum and XD. So anyway, you can click those annotations right here, or go to my Facebook, down here, or my Twitter, and I'll just stare at you very creepily until you click something. Click something. It's only gonna get worse. Why don't you watch my stuff? Why don't you watch my stuff?